Ladies and gentlemen, David Pacman has been exposed by getting $8,000 a month or something like that from a group called the Chorus Project.
It's in the second paragraph. It mandated extensive secrecy about disclosing their payments and had restrictions on what sort of political content creators could produce. That means they're dictating your content directly in the contract.
And now David Pacman is justifying his actions.
Since this article came out, I've heard from a bunch of you. David, did you sell out?
That's one thing we agree on.
David, is the DNC telling you what to say? How could you do this to us?
He comes out with this video and the next day he's saying, well, I was working directly with a politician.
I was not even going to talk about this.
Woo! More money, more money! Ah!
I mean, you are getting paid to not talk about it. Pacman, that's violence. Hey.
I was named in an article in Wired yesterday, and the article is about a so-called dark money group.
I mean, it is dark money.
And I was not even going to give this the time of day.
Hypocrisy, my friend.
Assuming that you're not going to give it attention doesn't make it less important to not talk about.
Other creators, like a Twitch streamer named Hassan Piker, were covering this in ways that don't reflect the reality of the situation and are perpetuating falsehoods about what is and isn't going on.
So supposedly Hassan betrayed you. Your colleague Minority Report is talking about it. You're all left-leaning people and you're going to clarify it.
Now, the most important thing to say is that the idea behind this group is exactly what I've been advocating for years.
I say, hold up, wait a minute.
It sounds like he claims that he wants to get money from the politician to do something very positive, even if they can say what you can speak or not.
Take my money.
It's for years I've been saying the left needs to organize independent media in the way that the right has been doing.
To claim the right is doing this better than the left, that's why you are doing it. But then again, we do it even better because it's messy, because it's so disorganized, because it's organic. I've been doing this without getting paid for 2 years. They demonetized me.
Are you sure?
I would never see a left-leaning person do this for no money. The right doesn't have like a central place that is paying people to do stuff. Think about it. That's why many right-leaning people have feuds. Because there is no agreement what we can talk about. That's why most right-leaning people can invite leftists because it's very hard to get them to speak openly.
The left needs to fund independent creators the way that the right does. The right has won even arguably presidential elections because they're organized with regard to online and independent media. They're killing us. We've been so behind.
And that's why you're losing, because it works, because it's disorganized. I still do my video. Nothing can stop me, even if a kid is punching me. See?
And this kind of support for creators is exactly what I've been advocating for.
Imagine somebody says, I'm openly calling for people to give me money so I can only talk about the thing they told me to talk about. Freedom of speech. Oh, come on!
Now, the article is riddled with inaccuracies, and they're not minor inaccuracies. First and foremost, this group has nothing to do with the DNC.
It has nothing to do with the DNC, but certain people that are wealthy can actually pay and tell you what you can talk about.
Shut up and take my money.
At its base, the group has nothing to do with the DNC, period.
I was never related to them. I just got money somewhere else and they told me not to speak about something that usually agrees with them.
No, you're right.
Bengadilo, remember to subscribe.
Number two, I do not get clearance for anything I say.
Wait a minute.
Your contract said you have to look at politics just like me, with one eye.
Of secrecy about disclosing their payments and had restrictions on what sort of political content creators could produce.
You had regularly advocacy training and daily check-ins. Daily? About your talking point?
Do not run interview questions by anyone at Chorus. I don't tell Chorus when I'm going to be doing an interview. Not a single segment I have done, not a single question I've ever asked a guest has anything to do with Chorus.
After that, he released another episode talking about he did work with a politician. I'm like, bruh, why you moving the goalpost 3 times in a week or something like that? It's so stupid.
Not going to name names here, but I do think it's important to tell you the story. There is an elected official, House or Senate, who we have been in touch with on the show off and on over the years. And this individual's challengers have been reaching out to me. I would like your endorsement, or at minimum, I would like to be on your show.
So a competitor of his payer is coming over on the podcast of David Pakman, and it's like, hey, I need to do my daily check-in with my questions.
So I reach out to the office of this elected official, and I say, hey, just a reminder, David Pakman, you've done the show off and on over the years. We have a relationship. I am trying to get in touch to figure out what is going on, and I want to hear it from you before making any decisions about our coverage so that I ensure that our coverage is calibrated to, is this an open seat or is this an incumbent who's being challenged? Just want to touch base.
And then he said, yeah, they sent me to a different email. Who cares? You're still getting money, right? Monthly?
Apologize. Kiss it.
And they simply say, for any campaign questions, email info at a different website.
So they didn't treat you nice.
Traitor!
I know we will never, ever, ever hear back. And this is the fundamental problem. That sort of way of dealing with independent media is how all of us will end up going, screw this elected official. Let's endorse the challenger. Let's fundraise for the challenger. This is exactly the problem that we are talking about. And so I reached out to my contacts on the Hill and I said, listen.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
First of all, that's not how you buy allies. That's a very stupid way to buy allies. But at the same time, the way David Pakman is spinning it is like, they're not paying me to not talk about something, but when they talk to them about that something, they cancel me.
But I was right.
Circumstances do suggest a connection.
Admit it with more gusto.
You were right.
Yes.
It's like you're trying to justify me that I'm not getting money for that reason, but I still want to justify to be able to get money for that reason. But it's not DNC.
This is exactly what I thought we were trying to fix.
And then he even admits I met the president.
When we went and met with the Biden administration and met with people from the House and met with people from the Senate in D.C.
The moment you can meet a president and supposedly you're also getting money and you're asking them, can I talk to your competitor? And then it can be like, well, we don't care about that. We might even cancel you. Don't tell me it's not coordinated.
What difference at this point does it make?
There are no restrictions of any kind on my content.
Of secrecy about disclosing their payments and had restrictions on what sort of political content creators could produce.
I've never covered a story because Cora suggested I do it. I've never not covered a story because Cora suggested I not do it.
You called somebody to ask if you can have that person on your show because of a certain balance. How can you tell me you're not talking about something because of them? ¿Qué haces?
There is no content relationship of any kind.
Then why are you getting the money if you're not doing it?
They run technical trainings, how to produce content, how to make your operation more efficient.
Don't worry, the phone doesn't work. He just likes to make movies about it. You called somebody. Oh my God.
How do you take a small shop of 1, 2, or 3 people and put content out on multiple platforms the way I've been doing successfully for decades?
$8,000. How to edit video, how to do thumbnails for $8,000? Brah.
They set up mentorship relationships between larger creators like me and small up-and-coming creators who are looking to do content, which is something I've said for years we need to be doing.
Then why don't you do it for free if you're so passionate about it? I didn't care about politics until I had kids.
They do media trainings. How do you deal with adversarial media?
Also, now that they find out you're getting $8,000 but you're not supposed to talk about that, they're helping you spin the story so you can make them seem like, hey, it's not as bad as all. I was always advocating for something I was trying to hide.
They do legal training so we understand how is the right-wing machine potentially going to come after us. How do you organize your business to be protected? That's what they do. David, did you sell out?
Did you just snitch on the people that are paying you $8,000 or whatever in a way that you need to be able to talk about how they might come after you? That's why you need to make a video just like this over and over and hope that you can gaslight them enough.
If this was a group or an organization that required me to get permission before saying things, or fed me talking points, or told me, David, talk about this and not about that, or anything like that, I would never be part of it, period.
But the video after this video, you did exactly that.
This is just a subsidy that really affects your coverage that you're literally not allowed to disclose.
It's actually taking creators under their wings so they know how to properly post thumbnails and descriptions that are going to get engagement. This is just about best practices. And I would love somebody to give me an $8,000 a month retainer to teach me about how to do thumbnails.
I mean, don't tell me you're on my side when they're paying you to only talk about certain things when I might be talking about the certain things passionately because I actually believe in it.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam turloketa verdetta welcome.